why is it important for the government to support NGOs, in particular NGOs like Cross-Cultural International Foundation?
I believe that the government's role is there to support the NGOs, because NGOs, as I already stated, play a vital role in every society, a role where they can integrate every single person into our culture. And the types of NGOs which you are referring to are essential because they play a vital role in ensuring that there is a peaceful coexistence whereby every human being living in the country enjoys his basic human rights in order to be able to prosper himself and also his family.
The aim of this project is to help third country nationals who are living in Malta with their English for daily living, because some of them, when they come here, either as expatriate wives, as migrants, you find that they're having language problems. They do not speak Maltese, they do not speak English, so getting around is very difficult. So our foremost aim is to actually help these people get their English language up to scratch so that they can start talking to people, communicating within their community, when they go about, when they start looking for jobs. And then also, for their cultural orientation, so that they know, sometimes, depending with where you're coming from, cultures are different. So you'll find that they will have problems, because they are used to a certain way of life, but then they have to acclimatize and get used to the way of life here in Malta, so that they stay within the confines of the law, and that, they also know the culture of, the Maltese people, so that it helps them to integrate.
When there is no room in the hotel or the campsite, or when they can't help you. Another example, imagine you are at a supermarket, you are at Carter's or Tower, yeah? Or Lidl. You go to Lidl, you bring all of your things, and then you get to the cashier and your card doesn't work. Maybe it has money in it, maybe it doesn't, but it doesn't work. The cashier will say, I'm afraid
Hi, I'm Maria and I'm from Malta. I will be with you on this journey of the Cultural Orientation Program. We will be seeing many things about Malta, about the way the people live, about the society, certain weird traditions that we have, the food that we cook and the food that we like, the music also, the traditional one, the new one, sports that we also love to play. Well, so many things that we will encounter on a journey. And also, I would be able to answer some questions or some doubts that you might have, like why do Maltese people drive crazily, or why Maltese people are very loud. So yes, together we will try to learn and discover new things. Yes, so you would need a carrot. Okay? So you have that, and that's the recipe for the rabbit. Now, how do you think the process is? Like, what goes first?
Garlic, onion, garlic. Then we put the rabbit.
No,
vegetables.
Wrong.
Maybe put in the pan.
Wine.
With oil first.
No, wrong.
So it's the onion and garlic, potatoes.
Wrong.
Tomatoes.
No.
So it's a strange way to cook.
Yes, but if you have meat,
Everything together.
if you have meat, you need to,
Boil it first.
so that no, not boil it, so that the meat is very tasty. All the liquids, will stay in your mouth.
Yeah.
You need to from before, like
Marinara.
you need to marinate. Right? You need to marinate before. So you marinate the rabbit in what? The rabbit in the wine. Wine, okay? Yes, so you marinate the rabbit in the wine. You leave it for some time, okay? Like 1 hour, 2 hours, 12 hours if you want to, okay? The more you have to marinate, the
more juices and flavors you have. Okay? And then, yes, and then mix. You were saying? You start with the onion, fried garlic, tomato, then the rabbit, tomato, potato. When you put the rabbit, you don't put also the wine. Yes. Okay? You take out the rabbit, okay, and put it on the pan.
How do you define a country's culture? Is it through their history, language, food, and is it something that you can teach? Well, here at MCAS Student House, a cultural orientation class is underway, teaching people all about Maltese culture and how to live in Malta.
We are teaching the students basic levels of English, improving their English, and also a cultural orientation about the norms and culture of living in Malta. And as Malta is part of the EU, so the regulations and the laws that are active in this part of Europe.
Polyclinic. Where is the polyclinic?
In the hospital.
No, there's one in every town.
This is a project that is trying to help integrate migrants who have lived here in a cultural and linguistic aspect of their everyday life. So I focus on the language. I teach English language, and I try to give them the skills to communicate at work and to be able to speak to the people around them, as Malta does speak quite a bit of English.
So things like knowing the workers' rights, the Constitution of Malta, cultural activities like the festivals, how the local councils are set up, how the elections are, the role of the church in Malta, the education system, all the things that are important for people to be aware of and understand when they come to a new country and plan on staying and settling here.
Why have you come to the class today?
I want to know more about Maltese culture and English. I want to learn more about it. Yeah, I want to learn more English because that is the most important thing.
And here you have Valletta.
Valletta.
So they built it with tall walls because they thought there was going to be another attack on Malta. But it didn't happen. And this person, his name was Jean Persaud de la Valette, who was the Grand Master. He put the stone, the special foundation stone. There's a statue now. You see a statue of him. Valletta is quite special because it was designed on paper first.
Coming with outside eyes, I know which things maybe need a bit of explanation. And my background is also in Maltese history, so being able to explain some of the reasons behind certain norms, certain traditions, because I've gone through the same process of wanting to know why something was done, whereas perhaps if I were a Maltese person that grew up here, I wouldn't question it in the same way, and I wouldn't, to be able to explain it to an outsider is sometimes difficult, I've found, from being on the receiving end when I first moved here.
You know, it's a privilege to help other mothers to realize their dreams of speaking English as a foreign language. So as a result, because, you know, we didn't think about having childcare facilities when this project was initiated, but I am very happy to step in and become a nursery teacher, if you want to call it that way, or a child minder while the mothers are taking the lessons.
Isn't that difficult because this is Saturday afternoon, probably wanted to go to the beach?
Okay, you know, as much as I would love to go to the beach, but I understand, or I actually appreciate the fact that, you know, somebody is getting an education, somebody is getting training in speaking English, and just getting to understand what Malta is all about, its people, its culture. So for me, that's very important, you know. So I'm, you know, happy to forfeit the benefit of going to the beach and helping other mothers like myself, you know, to get to know English as a second language and be able to speak it fluently, and not only speak it fluently, but be able to go about, you know, with their business, you know, speaking and communicating well with, you know, other people living in Malta.
What's your impression about this first English class?
Just today, this report is interesting day because it's my first day. It's not bad, but I will try to be better than now about the time.
I am feeling great here, and I am very happy because I met a lot of other cultures and people from other countries. So this was very good experience for me.
Thank AMIF for actually making it possible for us by part funding the project, and obviously the EU, who are the driving force and the funding authority. And we're very thankful for the team. So we have two teachers that are, I would say, the best. The media officer, who has covered every step of the course.
The liaison officer.
The project manager here, who has, I'm sure, done a sterling job. Mine is just window dressing and make sure that I show my face when it's needed. And we also have a liaison officer who has been very instrumental in connecting us with the different communities, energizing them to be part of the course. And also our volunteers, the staff in the CCI office, and also I think we have had quality people that have contributed to the project. So,
and a big thumbs up to our volunteers who have been looking after the kids.
Yes.
Without them, the mothers wouldn't be here learning. So a big thumbs up to our volunteers, Nila, Kala, and anyone else who has helped in between. Thank you.